Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Hello. Hello, Tenacious. Hello. Yes, I'm happy for the surprises. Hello, beautiful Jenna, Olivia. Hello, hello, hello. I'm excited that you guys are here. Make sure that you can hear me. Obviously, some of you can because you're putting things in the chat box. I'm just going to give it a minute to let others join us. I have a couple announcements that I want to make, and I'm super excited about them. As you can see, I just put my notepad down so I don't forget everything. But I'm super excited that you guys are here. How is everybody doing this fine Thursday? Thursday for most of us, depending on where you are in the world. How are things going? Definitely have to clear my throat here a little bit. I'm going to give it approximately like another minute or two before we get started, just to let people see their notifications, that we're live. Hey, Tegan, how are you? I am doing well, Jenna. I am. Oh, there goes Jameson, that little black shadow. No, that's not Spirit. That's my dog. Melanie, how are you? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have so many changes that are coming. I'm so excited for it. Again, I'm going to just let this go a few minutes in before we get started. Oh my gosh, it has been kind of a strange week for me too, Olivia. Oh, it's been good, Melanie. I mean, it's strange, but good. So like I said, I'm just going to give people a few minutes to get joined in. I can see the numbers fluctuating, so make sure people's connection is okay before we jump into anything. I love Mr. White Sox. I love Mr. White Sox. Ooh, those are good signs, Tegan. I love the feathers, definitely. The numbers are great too, but feathers just have something in my place, in my heart here. Francis, how are you? Well, I'm so glad you guys are all here. I'm so excited. I do have a lot of announcements. We definitely will pull cards. Remember, the super chats get priority over anybody else's questions, although it's not required by any means. It just helps the channel. Vicky, my love, how are you? Oh, my dear Vicky. Oh, my dear Vicky. Really good things are coming in for Vicky. So some of you may or may not know, but Vicky, I would consider a client at this point of mine and a dear friend. But we've done a couple lives together, which are always fun. I got to tell you, out of all the readings that I have available to you guys, the lives are my favorite, my absolute favorite. Angelina. Ooh, I feel, Angelina, you're new, right? You're new here. I feel like Angelina's new here. Everybody say hello to Angelina from Toronto. Love my Canadians. Love them, love them. But like I said, I'm just going to welcome Angelina. I think you're really going to love the live. I'm going to try not to take too long on the announcements, but it's really important that I tell you that, guys, this stuff. I've kind of gone through a little bit of, what do I want to call that? A revamp is what I would call it. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Jenna Lyons. So again, I know it's a little bit, but I just want to give people time to log in. It's kind of a good time and it's a bad time. It's really hard for me to determine the good times to do lives because we are global, which is brilliant, right? It's absolutely brilliant. But the time zones can be treacherous for people, right? So Like Amina, you know, sometimes when we do these lives, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for her. So try to shift it around a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with number one. One of my goals here is to grow our tribe, of course. Yes, it's beautiful. I'm not going to lie, guys. You know, the more subscribers I have and the ads that are put out on the channel, that's how I make money, right? Because it doesn't cost you anything to do that, but that's how I make money. But it's also even more important to get the word out, right? I feel like there's so many messages that Spirit runs through me that are, I want to say big. I mean, I don't know if you guys notice the way I notice. I'm not saying that I'm a better reader than anybody else. It's not about that. It's just the messages are practical. I feel like the messages are very practical. If you agree with that, put something in the chat, because I kind of feel like it might be because I'm a Taurus sun and I'm a Pisces moon, but I do feel like the messages are very practical messages, things you can really use in your day-to-day life. So, hey, Vicky, hello. So I want to get the word out more. I want to get the word out more. So I have a goal of getting 50,000 subscribers, adding to our tribe. We're about at 20,000 right now. So if you all would be kind enough to spread the word as much as you can, I would appreciate it. Oh, Vicky, thank you. Oh, thanks, Jana. I do. I really feel like they're kind of practical things you can use in your life. So Vicky, go ahead and you stay on the highway. Keep your, keep everything, going. I know you're driving. It makes me like crazy. Just listen like it's a podcast. I'll answer your question. I promise I will. Or actually, I won't. Spirit will. So anyway, that's the goal. My goal is to get a bigger tribe here. It's more for the messages. I just feel like there's some really good practical advice that Spirit channels through me. And you guys know, especially if you've got personal reading, I always say this is, advice. It's not telling your future. It's advice from Spirit. They want to help you out. So that is number one that I want to talk about. So make sure that you're sharing with your friends, family, people that aren't going to think you're crazy because you're watching tarot, right? Also, now I want to speak about my Patreon channel. Everything that I am drawn to do, of course, is amazing and awesome, and I'm drawn to do it through Spirit. But the Patreon channel, I'm not giving what I should. To those of you who are on the Patreon channel, I feel like I need to give more to you. The subscriptions are very inexpensive. It is a monthly subscription, if you guys don't know, kind of like a gym membership, right? And I tiered it out, which I thought was very fair in prices. But I kind of feel like there's a little neglect there on the Patreon channel. So what I'm going to do, and what I've started to do, is I'm going to have one membership only instead of the tiers. It's $7 a month, okay? And what that gives you for that $7 each month is it gives you 12 messages, one for each sign, a special message, not a monthly message, not a weekly message. The extendeds aren't doing anything for me spiritually anymore, and I don't think for you guys anymore. So I don't want to do the extendeds. I just want to give a special message for your sign, right? One big, beautiful message each month for that. Also, I will be sharing things that I find of value. It might be a video, it might be a manifestation, meditation, just things that I use myself to be able to share with you. I also want to do a monthly special message for one of my special decks that I don't use on the YouTube channel. I have a couple decks that I never use on YouTube. They're very special to me, and I want to give that to you. And also, I started this for my $12 members, but I just feel like, I just don't feel like I'm giving enough. So for those of you who join Patreon at $7 level, because that's going to be the only level, $7 a month, I'm also going to do a monthly giveaway, and that's going to include tarot decks. Sometimes it's saging stuff. Sometimes it's incense. Sometimes it's jewelry. It's a combination right? I'm very giving. So I don't know what that is. I can't give away just one thing. I have to make it a bundle of stuff, right? I have to make it a bundle of stuff. And not only with the giveaway each month, I also am going to make a flat rate fee of 25% off any personal reading or Reiki sessions for as long as you're a member. Doesn't matter if you have 1 reading, 12 readings, you're always going to get 25% off. And that's going to streamline Patreon to give more value to my Patreon members. Now, if you're interested in signing up for that, you would have to go to the Patreon link in the description box, sign up. Again, it's like a gym membership, $7 a month. I think that's absolutely a great deal for the information that is given. And if you're already a Patreon member, this is going to be important. You're going to want to shift, right? You're going to want to shift. So if you're a $12 member, you need to go into Patreon and shift down to that new $7 a month. Okay. And if you're a $3 member, you're going to want to shift up to the $7. And I'm going to give some time for those of you that are Patreons members to switch that. All right. It's pretty easy. Just go in and edit your membership. And for those of you who are wanting to join, just be very careful. I have the 2 memberships up right now. I can't really take the other ones down quite yet. But look in the description of it. If it says giveaways in the $7 one and 25% off any personal readings or Reiki, then you're going to want to click that one. Okay. See, hi, Aisha. Love and light to you. See, she's from Singapore. I'm always trying to do something with the time frame. So I really like to build that Patreon membership up only because I think there's great value that I can now truly give my attention to. Also, I want to mention my Runes and Moons channel, guys. With all the subscribers we have to this tribe here, all of you should be subscribing to the Runes and Moons. I love the runes. I love what it does. It's amazing. And I only do weeklies on there. Okay. I only do weeklies on there. So definitely check that out. Again, that link is in the, description box. Everything you need is in the description box. It is the Taurus in me, Franny. Franny, it is that Taurus in me. I just want to make sure I'm giving value, but at a very decent price. And here's how I came up with it. Not knocking any other readers. I am not knocking any other readers, but I do find that their extended readings tend to be $7 a piece each month, or more because they use Vimeo or whatever. And that's not bad. That's a great thing. I'm sure they're absolutely worth it. But I wanted to give you more than just one reading for $7 a month, right? I wanted to give you more. Oh, Blasius, C. Blasius, and I'm sure I'm saying that absolutely wrong. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So we talked about getting those 50,000K subscribers because I really feel like these messages, again, are very practical. We've talked about the Patreon, which is awesome, and I want to give more back to that. We've talked about the Runes and Moons channel. Definitely, guys, check that out. It's totally cool. I love the runes. It's just awesome. And for the YouTube channel, I want to say this. I'm going to continue for the YouTube channel to do the dailies as best as I can. I do have a life too sometimes and things come up. And of course, the weekly readings. And I will still continue to do the monthlies and the bi-monthlies on that. And any special readings, right? This is your message or what your ancestors want to hear, right? Want you to hear, I should say. So I'll continue to do that. But I had to streamline everything. I tend to be that person that gets a lot of great ideas from spirit and I want to be in 10,000 different directions, but that's not serving me or you guys. So streamlining it, right? So I'm so excited for this. Hey, Cass, how are you? And lastly, I have a question for you all before we get into what you need to know, what messages from spirit you need to know. I am thinking about adding another channel, but it has nothing to do with spirit. It has nothing to do with messages. I don't know how many of you know that I am an avid and passionate cook and baker. I love to cook and bake. And I found along the last several years, a lot of people don't know how to cook for whatever reason. So I'm thinking about putting up a channel that shows some of my easiest recipes ever, right? Like how to boil the most perfect hard-boiled egg, like that, easy, or how to make the perfect, easy Kentucky butter cake without too much work. And I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in that, because that is my other passion. I love to cook. Yeah. You know what? And that's one of my most favorite movies is Julia and Julia. I don't know if you've ever saw it, Cassie, but yeah, I mean, I love it. So, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I cook some crazy stuff, all ethnics. I cook goulash and paprikash, and I cook some, Irish corned beef, but it's simple. This is just simple stuff. And I thought maybe you guys want to know this. Now I just need a name for it, guys. So Hermosa, definitely yes to the cooking channel. Now you guys got to help me come up with a name for it. But I love to bake. I'm self-taught baker. I will tell you this quick little story. I could not bake. I've always been able to cook. I love to cook, and I couldn't bake. So I did one of the craziest things ever. I bought myself a $400 KitchenAid mixer, and I forced myself to learn. Oh, and I love Southern cooking. Listen, guys, I'm all New Orleans, right? So how to cook a crawfish. I just did. I know a lot of you are going to think it's gross, but I also just did beef tongue, which is very popular in Mexican culture, beef tongue tacos. So, I mean, it's all over, like everything. Oh, I love it. Grandpa Papa's favorite food, goulash. I love it. So I just wanted to see if you guys were interested in that, because that I cook every day. So that doesn't really take any of my time. I've got to cook regardless, right? So awesome. So how many of you are going to want to sign up for that $7 a month Patreon membership where you get the great giveaways? I've given away some good stuff so far, but it kind of stopped just because I was splitting myself in too many directions, and now I'm streamlining. Now I'm streamlining it. But I really think you should sign up for the Patreon. I'm going to put a lot of focus onto that. And it's so much, right? I try to post these great inspirational videos. I do these special readings, and I do for my $12 members. I was doing very special readings, but I want everybody on a level playing field. Is I guess what I'm saying. I don't like the tier thing as much as I thought it would be good, right? I want everybody to just have that $1 mark that's totally affordable, and then you get it all. And there might be some special lives just for Patreon members too. So what do you guys think about everything I've talked about for the last 10 minutes? Does it sound good to you guys? Because this is your channel. I always say this is truly your channel. Tell me in the chat box if all sounds good to you. And if it doesn't, tell me too. So runes and moons for the weeklies, monthly, bi-monthly, and special messages, obviously from our ancestors and whatnot on the YouTube. And then wonderful giveaways and 25% discount on personal Reiki and readings through Patreon. I want to do what's best for you guys, and also what keeps me in line, right? Oh, I really appreciate that support, guys. And of course the cooking channel, because I cook every day. So that's just the way it's going to be. Tell me, guys. Tell me in the chat. So with that all being said, which I know it was long, but I kind of warned you about it. Yeah, simple and great content. That's what I'm looking for. Simple, great content. That's exactly right, Olivia. Simple and great content. I just feel like if I'm just putting video after video out there, it's not as good. It's just not as good. It's wearing, right? Yeah, it's still messages from spirit, but it's wearing, right? Like, just should be good, strong content. Oh, Melanie, I like that, except that's going to be limited with Southern cooking because it's not all Southern, right? Shannon's oven doors. I like that. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Namaste. I don't know why Namaste is held for review. I'm going to have to click this. And you guys have supported me so much that I love you guys so much. I mean, I honestly don't know what I'd do without you guys. I say this all the time. You guys are always thanking me for helping you, but you have no idea how much you guys like bring joy and love and light into my life. Like you have no idea. None whatsoever. None. I mean, listen, if I could hug and kiss, and yes, I'm a hugger, and yes, I will kiss you. Yes, I will, like I would to each and every one of you. Excellent, Jenna. Excellent, Jenna. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Personal readings are my favorites, guys. They are, and they are very personal. And spirit makes me say the craziest things. And those of you who have gotten a personal reading, you can testify to that. Spirit makes me say the craziest things in personal readings. I'm always like, what did I just say? Oh, I like that, Melanie. Ooh, Francis. Franny. Colleen's cupboard. Oh, I like that. It's so good. You know, the only thing I hate about this, Sherry, is that it's not like a Zoom room where I could like unmute you and hear your voices. Like the only time I get to hear your voices is when you book the live one-on-one readings. No, I didn't pull any cards yet. Oh, Jenna, you're so sweet. You guys are so sweet to me. You really are. I'm really not that nice. No, I'm kidding. I'm somewhat nice. So listen, I did pull a card for an overall energy for tonight, which I thought was very interesting. We've got the parrot spirit here, which is watch your words. And I know some of you are getting the feeling like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm saying the wrong things. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, you are. But it's not to others. It's to yourself, right? Self-talk is so, so important, guys. See, Spirit's going to make me cry right off the bat. Like I'm getting a tear in my eye because the biggest thing that I see in personal readings more than anything is the lack of your worth. The lack of your worth. You guys are so worthy. I don't care your background. I don't care what you've been told. I don't care of your self-destructive behavior. You are so, so worthy. And you got to talk to yourself as if you are. There's a difference, I've always said, between cockiness and confidence. Cockiness is just like, well, I'm so great, but there's some sort of fear behind it. There's some sort of devastation behind that, right? But confidence is, I've made mistakes. I've, failed at things, but I'm still awesome and I'm still amazing. And I just feel like you guys don't hear that enough in your lives. And you're certainly not saying it enough to yourself. It's kind of like when I talk about happiness as a choice, right? And it truly is. Yes, there are circumstances. And truly, truly, guys, maybe one day I'll write a book. If you knew my background, like all of it, you'd be like, holy crap, how is she not just the most negative, awful person in the world? Because I've been through some shit. I'm just going to put it out there. That doesn't mean my shit's worse than your shit, but I've been through some shit. And happiness is still a choice, right? So choose your words on how you speak to yourself. Make sure they are nothing but positive, okay? Nothing but positive. I mean, seriously, I'm going to start making recordings for you guys. And it's not going to be affirmations. I am wonderful. I am great. I am worthy. It's going to be me saying to you, Melanie, you are the most amazing person I have ever met. Tessa, you are greatness. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, know your worth. Know how important you are. That's the big message. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It doesn't matter how you grew up. It doesn't matter how many people have rejected you, jobs, lovers, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is your love for self and how you talk to yourself. I mean, that's truly a thing. And I am getting a tear in my eye because I didn't know that myself for a long, long time. So own that, guys. Own the love for self. Own that. Oh, Olivia, thank you for that. I do feel like the personals are just amazing. Yeah, I am silly, Sherry. I'm I'm serious, but I'm absolutely crazy silly in the best way. Um, Dutch oven, that scares me, Melanie. Oh, it's great, but it scares me. Yeah, watch your words. Absolutely. Tessa's got goosebumps. Absolutely. Tenacious. Oh, you're kidding. So they're very important. They're very important. Self-affirmations are very, very important. See, I like to joke around though. I do like to joke around, Sherry, because it's a high form of vibration, right? Joking around is a high form of vibration. Amy, my love, how are you? Allie, love to you. Lotus, blank, bonjour. I don't have great accents, but I like to pretend that I do. So we've talked about all this beginning stuff. If you just came in, please rewatch the beginning. I had a lot of announcements in there. But I do want to get into the actual cards for you, readings for you. Again, if you're going to do any type of donation for this, asking a question for this, the super sticker, super chats, those come first. I do appreciate them. I do. It helps me grow and live. It's my living, so I appreciate that. It's not necessary for you to ask a question, do that, but they are the priority. Also, if you donate to ask a question through Cash App, again, the link is in the description box. I don't see that, so let me know. Say, hey, I donated. I want to ask a question. And the same with PayPal. Okay, if you donate through PayPal, because not everybody's going to do the super stickers, let me know. All right. There have been times where people haven't let me know, and I'm like, I didn't ask their question or answer their question, and I get all crazy about it, and then I'm trying to search for you. So, oh, thank you, Melanie. That's sweet. I can't wait for you to book, Tessa. Cindy Collin. I feel like it's been like forever, Cindy. I have kind of one of those really good memories. I wouldn't say great, but good, where I do know who's new and who's not new in our lives. I feel like, Cindy, it has been forever. Oh, you are very welcome, S. Mule. I'm probably saying that wrong. Thank you for that donation, Olivia. I love the lemon heads. Lemon heads do crack. Chickens and lemon heads in the super chat crack me up. Don't ask me why. So I'm going to go back a little bit to Vicky, because Vicky is truly a client of mine. We do a lot of lives together. Thank you again for that donation. And let's see what your guides want you to know. Oh, Vicky is so complicated. I love you, Vicky. I'm just kidding. But they do want me to grab a different deck for Vicky. I have about 70 some odd decks. So where is the message? Show me clearly. Oh, okay. Okay, Vicky. Oh, did I? Wasn't sure, S. Mully, if I said it right. I'm not that great with names. I'm not bad with names, but I'm not that great either. Hey, Cindy, with the smiles and hearts. I love it. That's the other thing. The reason I'm streamlining Patreon to give more and streamlining what I put out on YouTube is so we can do more lives. I mean, listen, guys, I would love to do lives every single day. And I know some readers who do that. And I'm really thinking about it. And I'm kind of streamlining everything so I can do that. So I am planning on going live every day through the end of March. Look at that. Just different times, because, again, I have people in the Netherlands, right? We've got people in Australia. We've got people global. And I'm trying to not put it at a set time. I just don't think it's fair for people to have to get up at 2 a.m. to have a live. So let's see what I have for Vicky. Vicky, what is going on here? What is going on for Vicky? Show me clearly. Thank you. There we go. Vicky, I know you're driving. And we just had a live recently, Vicky. So Vicky, I'm going to tell you, this is odd. This is very, very, very odd for us and our relationship and how we connect to your angels, guides, and ancestors. And this is going to sound weird because I'm always positive, right? I get ripped on for being too positive. Vicky, you need to do some self-care, and I mean physical self-care, okay? That's what they want you to know. Take some more vitamin C. I don't feel like you're going to get sick and things are going to get complicated and things are going to get ugly. No, but I do feel like this is a physical nurturing for you. And don't answer. You're on the highway. Do not, or the freeway. Do not answer. But I feel like you need some physical self-care right now. Okay. So if you don't hear that, I will email you it. But I do feel like that is the thing. It's not so much spiritual as taking care of your physical body. Excuse me. Guys, I love that you're giving donations. Amy, thank you so much for the donation. I love it. But please ask a question, Olivia and Amy. You guys are so sweet, but there's got to be some sort of question you have. Melanie, there's not a limit. You can ask as many questions as you want. It's just that the people who donate money, I have to answer theirs first, right? I do. I have to answer theirs first. Wow. Blasius, that's cool. That's not crazy. That's freaking cool. Ooh, Amy. Oh, you did answer your question. Sorry, Amy. New love. Let's grab one of my decks that I use for love quite often. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Amy's guides. Oh, they're quick. I'm going to need a clarifier for that. Amy, you got the Hangman in reverse, which would tell me yes, but I want some sort of clarifier, please. Show me clearly for Amy. Give me a clarifying card, please, for Amy. Give me a clarifying card for Amy, please. There it is. All right, Amy, let's see what we have here. Wow. I'm going to say a big old yes. What I am going to say here is with the Hangman in reverse and the Two of Wands, I feel like you are getting a new perspective on love, or you feel a new like relaxation with it. And the Two of Wands talks to me about a new love coming in, right? A new love, and it's going to be the right path, but it's because you're kind of letting go of the love, right? You're like, if it's here, it's here. If it's not, it's not, right? If it's here, it's here. If it's not, it's not. Like, and that's such a great place to be. It really is. So I really like that for you, Amy. Ooh, Jenna's moving into a new time zone. I love it. Oh. So, Benoit, before you leave, thank you so much for stopping. And guys, check out her channel. And listen, if you are a tarot reader or you have your own YouTube channel or Etsy shop, please email me and let me know, because I am here to help you grow. Okay. I'm here to help your businesses grow. Email it so I can mention it, so I can talk about it. I mean, we're here to support one another. Okay. So that being said, guys, check out Benoit's channel. She is very gifted tarot reader. She really is. She's got her own unique way. Her channel is Mama D Tarot. I'll put it in the description box after we're done here. And it may resonate with you. It may not. That's not the point. The point is check it out, right? She's just starting out. She's very talented. She's my sister from Louisiana, not my actual sister, but my sister from Louisiana. And she's got a very unique way of reading. So again, if you have an Etsy channel or YouTube channel or anything, a website that you want to promote, guys, email me so I can talk about it. We're here to support one another. Oh, tenacious. Oh, tenacious. Hold on. Hold on, tenacious, because they told me exactly what deck to use for you. So bear with me, tenacious. And you guys have to give me a moment to catch up with the chat. I promise I will answer everything that I can. But also, they choose the decks. I don't. So your angels, guides, and ancestors will grab the deck or the messages for you. So tenacious. And I do appreciate all the donations, guys. I really, really do. I would never ask you to do anything you couldn't afford, but it does help support this channel and what we do. Why do you feel like you fail all the time? Tenacious, what's going on there? Why do you feel guilty so much for what you think is failures? Or why do you feel like you can't do? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. There are no mistakes. What's that kids movie that I love? Meet the Robinsons. Tenacious, go watch Meet the Robinsons. Okay, go watch it. What you have to learn is that there is truly no failure. They are just lessons to help you grow and be stronger. So that is what your guides want you to know. Be careful, Olivia, with twin flame. Okay. This is just me talking. It's an opinion. I promise you this is an opinion. This isn't spiritual, but be careful with twin flames. Twin flames, they're great, except for the fact that they cause us a lot of issues, a lot of pain, a lot of lessons we have to learn. Soulmate for me is way better. Soulmates are, hey, we've been here before. We're friends, right? Like it's good. So be careful with your words there. Oh my God. Watch your words. Watch your words, Olivia. There's got to be, and you guys don't have to say anything in response to what I'm saying, but there's obviously I feel like some sort of dispute. You don't have to confirm that or deny that, Olivia, with mom and granddad. Okay, but there is something. Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? Okay. Show me clearly for Olivia, please. Show me clearly for Olivia. Show me clearly. Okay. It's going to end. Okay. You have the world card. So between granddad and mom, it's going to complete itself. You don't necessarily need to be involved. They will come to whatever conclusion they need to come to. Okay. And that chapter is going to end. So I feel like the advice is let it play out. Okay. Let it play out. I hope that makes sense for you, Olivia. Let's talk about the soulmate. I'm going to stick with soulmate. I don't normally do time frames, guys, because time is funny stuff. But you have to, Olivia, you're hanging on too tight to this need for this soulmate. Let go of the need to have someone complete you. You're complete on your own. Okay? And then they will come in. Oh, I'm so glad you heard your message, Vicki. I am so glad. I am so glad. Let's see what else we have here, guys. And I am definitely going to do as best as I can to kind of follow this as you're putting the messages in. Trisha, hello. And good morning over there in Australia. I have so many clients from Australia. I must have lived there. Maybe in my heritage, like if we talk about spiritual heritage, not necessarily like DNA, but spiritual heritage, maybe that is part of my heritage because I connect with my Aussies so much, Trisha, so much. Tracy, I absolutely can. I can help you manifest. That would be one of the things that being a Patreon member will help you with. If you choose to pay that $7 a month to get all sorts of amazing messages. I have manifested so much in my life, which I never knew I could. And I will absolutely give all that information to you. Absolutely. Because there's so much abundance out there. It's ridiculous. It makes me crazy when people are like, oh, there's not enough money out there, right? If we're talking money to, if that's one of the things you want to manifest. There's so much money out there. It's ridiculous. There's more money out there than there ever has been, guys. They've just printed a whole bunch more money. So Mama D Tarot, guys. Thank you, Denise. Guys, check out Mama D Tarot. Check that out. We're here to support one another. It might be for you, might not. Hopefully it is. You subscribe. But again, we are here to help each and every one of us. So Etsy channels, YouTube channels, whatever it is. Oh, I hit the camera. Whatever you do. Jody, hello. There you go, Amy. That's the right, Amy. That's the right mind frame. Again, guys, I just want to mention, thank you so much for supporting the donations, the super chats, and the super stickers. They really help me out so that I can do this, right? So I do appreciate them, although it's not required. Okay, it's not required. I'll answer as many questions as I can regardless, but it does help out. If you donate to the channel through the Cash App, which is in the link, the description box below, sorry, or through PayPal, please let me know. I can't see that, so please let me know. I have a really hard time not giving gratitude when that happens. Trisha, let's see what we have for you. Trisha, you're first, and oh yeah, actually it is. Because you're going to change your mindset about it, Trisha. You're not going to look for it. Once you, this is so familiar, right, Amy? Trisha, you're going to start letting go of the need for it. When you let go of the need for it, that's when it comes in. Six of Swords, that's when the pathway's open. That's when you change your mind about it. Like, it'd be great if it was here, but I don't need it to be here to be happy. So that's really good, Trisha. Really good. Trisha, I feel like you are new as well. I feel like Trisha's new to the channel as well. So everybody, welcome, Trisha. Love and hearts to you, Benoit. Okay, Brian, who's not Brian, who's Kate. That's funny. Kate. Kate. I feel like this is a big yes before we even pull a card. But I do, yeah, they're like wrong deck. They're like wrong deck. So let me grab the deck they want, Kate. That's funny. It's a good thing. And see, now you know I read because I would have called you Brian. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Yes. Kate, yes. Yes. With the sun coming out, absolutely. Absolutely. Just work on it. Put it out there. Even if you feel like it's not ready, trust me, it's ready. Put it out there. Absolutely. Start it. Don't sit back and wait for all your ducks to be in a row. All right. Now, everybody, we have to time out here for a second, just for a quick second. I don't know if you heard the bell in the background. That is my timer for my most perfect roasted chicken ever, which, again, starting that cooking channel, I can teach you all to have the most perfect roasted chicken. So bear with me 2 seconds while I pull that out of the oven, guys. As I suspected, if I could talk, it is perfectly golden brown and is juicy on the inside, I promise. Again, I probably will start that cooking channel for you guys also. Let's see where I was after Kate. Catherine, how are you? Miss Lloyd. Kat, thank you so much for that. I mean, I know we've done a lot of personal readings together. Please go back to the beginning because I want you to shift your membership. All right. I want you to shift it. So, but it's going to be awesome. Yes, Cindy. We don't need a card for that. Cindy absolutely will. We all are. Cindy, we all are. Well, let me rephrase that. If you're here, you are. Okay, Cindy? There's no card needed. Your angels, guides, and ancestors are like, why is she questioning this? You absolutely are. You would not be here in this live, and you would not be connecting to this channel if you were going to be stuck in a lower dimension, okay? But just remember, just because we go to the fifth dimension doesn't mean we don't enjoy the third dimension, right? Okay, there's a balance there. There's definitely a balance there. Right, Benoit? Right, Benoit. Benoit and I know that. You're welcome, Olivia. Oh, Lacius, new love. I mean, I'll pull a card. Sometimes I just get the messages, guys, because I am a medium. Sometimes I don't need the divination tool, but I know that helps confirm things for you. So, see, Blacius, new. Okay, but we're still going to pull a card. New. Yeah, look at that. Your intuition's already telling you. Your intuition's already telling you it's new. And that's okay. You're getting some confirmation here. But it's new. Definitely. Oh, I'm so glad you're there, Tracy. I'm so glad. Tegan, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused here. Can you repost your question? Franny, thank you so much. What does Spirit need you to know? Why does Spirit want you to know about money? Franny, why does Spirit want you to know about money? Because they absolutely directed me to one of my favorite money decks. And thank you for the donation there. Thank you. Francis, what's going on? Yours is money. Karen, I'm so glad to see you again. Karen from Sweden. I'm so glad to see you again. I'm so glad that you're here. Show me clearly, please. Show me clearly for Franny. Wow. You have the death card. You have the rebirth. Something's going to happen with your finances. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be good. That's what Spirit wants you to know. There's some good financial things coming in, whether that's an unexpected check, which, guys, I tell you this all the time. I didn't believe in that until it happened to me. And then it happened to one of our tribe members who put it in the comments for one of the readings. I can't remember which one. So, but this could be a job change, a promotion for you, right? But it's definitely rebirth in your finances. Like, finances are going to be looking good. They would not have directed me to that deck if not. Franny's probably like, but I want to know about love. Benoit, yes, thank you so much. I did. If I didn't acknowledge it earlier, I know, because the chat goes a lot slower because I have to read each and everyone. So, Brittany K, thank you for that donation. It's going to go well. We're going to get some cards. It's funny how Spirit works. John Holmes, how are you? Oh my gosh. John. I love me some John. Oh boy, Brittany. Things are going to go really, really well. You've got the Queen of Swords that came out with the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is the I know everything, which I know that sounds kind of conceited, but it's like the I know how to make this work. It's about believing in yourself. I know how to give this. And the Queen of Swords is my no bullshit card, right? Like, this is going to work. I think if you get in this energy, which you should, I'm giving something, I'm teaching something, I'm giving a product, and you just know that you're cutting everything out that isn't going to help you with your business, it's going to go really well, like really well. Okay. Just be clear on what you're doing, because you have something to offer. The Hierophant always has something to offer that's worth value, a lot of value, Brittany K. Oh my goodness, I love that. You're welcome, Kate / Brian Fleck. Melanie, what is that question? What does Bernard's hair self have to say? You're going to have to retype that, babe. You're going to have to retype that. Oh, and by the way, I use a lot of terms of endearment, so I hope you're not offended by dear and babe and sweetie and honey. I hope you're not, because that's just who I am. Oh my gosh. Trisha, that makes me so happy to read that. And then thank you for following me for over a year. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Trisha, thank you. John, the next few days. Where do you want for John? See, John is like your down-to-earth guy. He really is. I'm not spilling things on you, John, but they kind of always make me go through. I feel like they're always wanting me to get basic with you, basic tarot, the original stuff. Like John's the original. That's what I want to say. John's the original. Let's see what we got for the next few days for John. Show me clearly, John. Show me clearly for John. John. Show me clearly what's going on with John. What is the advice for the next few days? And again, I'm going to say this. This isn't predicting your future in any way, shape, or form, guys. Excuse me. I just had a little bit of a burp there. It's advice. It's truly advice from Spirit. So show me clearly. What do we have for John? Show me clearly for John. Holy crap, John. It's all about the work. You're mastering something, and out of your mastery comes new ideas and new birth. Okay, John? So stay focused on your skill and what you're good at, and something new is going to arise. The 3 is the beginning of new manifestations. Now, when I asked the next few days, time is really funny, but I did put in my mind, I was like, few to me is like 3, 4. So, wow. Keep your focus on what you're doing, and you're going to burst something amazing. Okay? You really are, John. Love me some John. You're welcome, Cindy. Right? See, Blasius, right? Like they're screaming at you. So often we doubt. Oh, that is so true. We doubt our intuition all the time. Tegan, there's a ton of love for you. You have to love you first. Let's see what we got. Oh my. Tegan. You got temperance. There's definitely someone who is coming in, whether that be romantic love or not necessarily. That could be friendship love. That can be all sorts of kind of love that's coming in. But something's coming in. Someone, I should say, is coming in to show you something. It's very funny because they just, in my mind's eye, showed me my best friend who came into my life in my 30s, my early 30s. And she showed me a lot, and she probably doesn't even know that she did. I mean, I tell her, but she showed me how to be strong and how to be me. I feel like there's definitely somebody coming there. It could be romantic, but there's definitely somebody coming in that's going to teach you how to love you. That's amazing. Oh, Olivia, good night. You're probably already gone, but good night, love and light to you. Hi, Tommy. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Oh, I love that you guys support me, Cindy. You guys support me. You really do. I love what I do. Oh, my gosh. I am very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I thank Spirit each and every day that I can be their voice. It makes me very happy. I'm not going to lie. Melanie, they're telling me I can't answer that. I'm sorry, Melanie. They can. There's a line, right? There's a line, especially when we're talking about other people and their feelings and their this and their that. There's somewhat of a line. I don't know how to explain that the best way. Without their consent, sometimes they'll let me speak about it because they're actually consenting to it on a subconscious level. But sometimes they're not. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Melanie. I can't. They're just telling me I can't answer that. I'm so sorry, Melanie. Tommy, perfect. Well, I thank you for that. I am perfectly imperfect. How's that? I'll agree to that one. But thank you for the ego boost. I love you, Tommy. Bear with me, guys. I'm just reading. Amy Aducci. Amy. We can pull a card, but what they're telling me is to walk away from it for the moment. Walk away. I don't know why I'm getting it. I got real nervous, right? And I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I'm an empathic reader. I'm a highly sensitive empath. So the way I read is they make me feel a certain way, and they're making me real nervous, real jittery, real like this is uncomfortable. And they're just kind of telling me to walk away from it for now, right? Walk away from it for now. I don't think it's really about you, is what they're saying to me. It's something with Dad. It's something with Dad. It really has nothing to do with you. Show me clearly, please. Give me some confirmation for Amy. Oh my God. Yeah, it's so not about you. With the Queen of Pentacles, that's asking you to nurture you, and it is asking you to kind of walk away from it. It doesn't mean ignore it per se. It just means focus on you. And I feel like they're actually saying this, which is so weird, like avoid the contact. It's not you. There's something with him. Okay, so I know living together, that can be hard. Like, how do I avoid that? But as little contact as possible, because whatever it is, it truly isn't about you. He's going to make it about you, right? Because that's what happens when we're in that kind of space. But it's not about you, Amy. And you need to just avoid, which is not something normally in my vocabulary. Normally I'm like, confront and deal and work it through. But this is like, it's not about you, Amy. Sabette. Oh, Sabette, how are you? Tegan, I'm so glad. That's awesome. You're welcome, Brittany. You're welcome, John. Sometimes when I say these things, guys, I feel like some of you will know this who are old school, a little bit older. I can feel like a little romper room, like I'm holding up my portal thing, and I'm like, and I see, and I see Amy, and I see Tegan, and I see Sabette. Some of my older people are going to understand that. Yeah, Amy, it is some sort of spacing. It's just not about you, Amy. It's just not about you, whatever it is. It's just not about you. Well, I hope you're all doing really well. So listen, I have answered all the questions that have popped up at the moment. We're not going anywhere quite yet, although I did take the chicken out of the oven about 10 minutes ago. So I do have to eat it and feed my family. But I do kind of want to go over, again, just some of the announcements that I had. I'll try to keep it a lot shorter this time, guys. Listen, I'm about growing our community. I really am. I'm trying to get us to 50,000 subscribers, which means that I'm going to need your help. The algorithm on YouTube is fine, but it's word of mouth too, right? Word of mouth is a big thing. Not word of mouth to your crazy, cousin, mother, friend who thinks that tarot is evil. I'm not telling you to convert those, okay? That's not our job. We're not here to convert anybody. But definitely mention it, right? Definitely bring it up. Thank you, Deborah. I feel like it's just you and I. Deborah, it's just you and I. Everybody else doesn't know what I'm talking about. So I do want to grow our tribe. I do want these beautiful, practical messages to get out even more. And I'm not like that, guys. So for Spirit to have me say that means something. All right. Patreon, guys. If you haven't subscribed, I would love you to subscribe. It's going to be $7 a month. There's a few different levels on there right now. I'm going to take those down. I want to streamline it. $7 a month, like a gym membership, if you will. There's one big super giveaway each month where you might get tarot cards, jewelry, crystals, incense, like anything that I find of value. I want to give that away to you guys. 12 special messages, one for each sign. And when I say special, we're not talking about a monthly reading. We're not talking about, a weekly reading. We are talking about something special for you. Okay, something special for you and your sign. 25% off any reading or Reiki by being a member, period. It doesn't matter how many you book. Like if you are a Patreon member, you're going to get 25% off. Doesn't matter what you book, okay? Which is awesome. Again, any special messages from me or teachings I can give you or videos that inspire me to keep you uplifted and keep you in that high vibe, maybe even kind of like a podcast kind of thing where I just talk. And of course, one very awesome reading each month from decks that I do not use on the YouTube channel. These are special decks. I never put them on YouTube. They speak to me in a different way. It's way more personalized, okay? So don't forget to sign up on Patreon. I think it's very well worth it. Runes and Moons channel, weeklies, weekly reads, Runes and Moons channel, guys. Check it out. The runes work a little bit differently. They're quite amazing. I really love them. Runes and Moons channel. Again, go subscribe to that. The link is in the description box, and that's where all the weeklies are going to be. And on the YouTube channel, we're going to do monthlies, bi-monthlies, and of course, like the ancestor readings or the soul readings. I want to streamline it. I want to make it more meaningful. Okay, more meaningful. The cooking channel. Yes, I am a baker. I am a cook, and I'm thinking about throwing that up there because I cook and bake every day, so it doesn't take much to film that. And I hope that you guys would enjoy that. So I'm just looking for some feedback on if that's something that we'd like to do, from the basics of how to make the perfect hard-boiled egg to the perfect pastry, whatever it might be, right? So again, I'm just streamlining it for you guys. I'm streamlining it for me for sure, so that I can give the most to you. So I can give the most to you, give you the biggest bang for your buck, as they say, right? So sorry to break in there, but I just, for some of you that aren't going to go back to the beginning of this, I just wanted to like throw that up there. Sabette has the most beautiful name. I'm not knocking anybody else's name, but that is one of the most beautiful names ever. I tell her all the time. She's had personal readings for me. I absolutely adore her. I just think it's a beautiful, somebody needs to name their kid Sabette. That's just a beautiful name. And she is beautiful. Sabette's very beautiful. And I wish I could bring her here and take her under my wing. And I really wish that I could. Ooh, I like that. Blasius, Colleen's Cookery and Connect. Well, see, I was going to say connections because of spirit. Concoctions. So, guys, listen, I do have to wrap this up because, again, like I said, if you've been here since the middle of this live, my chicken is done. But I am thinking about going live every day, or at least 5 days out of the week. So tell me what you think of that. Would you enjoy that? Is that something that we should do? I mean, I like it. I like the idea of it. I love connecting with you guys. Then you guys are going to have to let me know. Maybe I'll put up some polls, but I think everything I talked about, and actually let me know, guys, if you don't agree with it, let me know. But I really think the way that I'm streamlining this is just more valuable to all of you. Whether you're a YouTube subscriber or whether you get personal readings or whether you are a Patreon member or whether you love to learn to cook and bake. I just want to give the most value that I can to you. So just let me know. Really, honestly, guys, just let me know. So with that being said, how about we go live again tomorrow? We'll go live again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time because, again, I have so many beautiful flowers. Now I can't talk. Followers that are all over the globe. I'm in the U.S. And I just try to vary up the times to make it good for all of you. Right? So, but what about we go live again tomorrow? I think it'd be great too, Deborah. I think it would. Oh my goodness. Zainab, thank you for the donation. I'm going to answer that really quick. I'm not going to say anything. I already know what they're going to say, but I'm going to pull a card. I just, and I hope I'm saying your name right, guys. I'm not that great with names. I mean, I guess I'm okay. So, Zainab. Hopefully, I'm not offending you with the way that I say your name. So you have the Prince of Swords along with the Eight of Cups. I feel like because the Eight of Cups is in reverse and we have the Prince of Swords, that the answer to your question is yes. I do feel like it's a yes. Very much so. But don't worry, right? This is advice from Spirit, right? But I do feel like, and I don't like to tap into others' energy who isn't here, but yeah, I feel like I feel like you know that too. I already feel like you know the answer is yes. But thank you so much for that donation too. But yeah, I feel like you're absolutely on point with that. Hey, Boom Boom. And that is true. That is true, Boom Boom. That is true. But I do feel like sorry, guys. It's just kind of like, think about it this way. Think about if you had a diary and someone grabbed it and started reading it. I don't like to tap into others' energies if they're not here. It's a moral thing for me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just, it's just an thing. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So I love you all immensely. I'm going to wrap it up. For those of you who just joined, please go back and rewatch some of this. I got a lot of announcements in here. And I do have to say this. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to get a little mushy because that's what I do. Well, actually, I don't. I never get mushy, but with you guys, I do. I love you all so very much. The support of this channel is more than I ever would have had expected, more than I ever would have believed. You guys heal me way more than I heal you, okay? You really, truly do. We'll go live again tomorrow. The time, I'm not sure. Make sure you click the notification bell. You got to hit like all notifications or something, just because I want to be fair to the people that aren't in the U.S., right? To all my beautiful Aussies, all the people over in the U.K., all my people that are, just everywhere on this globe. I want to make it as fair as I can. So we might go live at 3 a.m. Central Time. Who knows? We might do that. But oh my gosh, I love you all so very much. And I do mean that. I really, really mean that. You guys are just very special to me. So all of my love and my light and my blessings to all of you. Thank you.